Hello. Unfortunately, I'm not able to be live with everybody. But I've just found this hawk finally. I've been hearing it call. I just walked right by it. I didn't realize it was there. It's the first one I've seen. I believe this is K1, looking very beautiful. I made an adjustment. Hopefully it records faithfully at the light level. But this is a beautiful hawk. So I've just found what I believe to be K1, and I haven't seen K3 yet. This hawk has been calling readily, and I'm going to make another adjustment. One moment. Okay, this one just called while I was making an adjustment, and I believe, I may be wrong, I believe there's another hawk, or there was, somewhere around the Ag and Life Sciences quad, but I could not find it. There were all sorts of other birds, including house finches and robins that were on apparent alert, but I just could not find a hawk there. I was pretty convinced, though, that there was somebody there. So right now I'm here with the hawk I believe to be K1. K1 was looking very beautiful. The crop doesn't look empty. Now it could be just a matter of how feathers are fluffed. I don't believe, I wonder if it's really actually hungry or if it's just vocalizing, just meaning don't forget me. The rain has stopped. I've had all kinds of technical difficulties tonight, and I don't know what happened, but I eventually had to stop my my live broadcast. Maybe I'll put this together and put a video out eventually. Not recording, you know, live, but I'm recording and maybe treating it as if I am. So I'm just looking at this one. This is, I've seen, since I arrived here on the campus, I've seen one hawk land on one of the lighting towers and then disappeared from my view while I was setting up. And this is the first one I've since seen. I have seen, you know, I've heard various vocalizations. Maybe, I don't know if it's only from this hawk or maybe another one as well. Still looks a little dark. I can't tell if it's really dark or not. So again, I'm with K1 right now. K1's quiet. Was vocalizing moments ago. Looks as though the crop may be decently full. I'm not sure. I had been convinced that there was another hawk somewhere around Mann Library or maybe on Warren Hall or Plant Science, but I just couldn't find anyone. Or maybe in one of the trees there. Eventually coming out here, I found this hawk, who has, you know, and the reason why I came out here is because it was vocalizing, and it's quiet now. We'll do our best to get maybe a few close-ups. I had so many technical issues, and eventually I just gave up. I just couldn't keep everything connected for some reason. It had been raining lightly earlier when I was here, but Nothing heavy enough to, force me to take cover. Maybe that crop's not that full. That's why I always worry about that. Just because feathers can be repositioned or things can happen to make things either look full or empty or whatever. Look at the fence at the top of the fence. This fence here, the black fence.
Oh gosh, wow.
That's a red-tailed hawk. It's a young red-tailed hawk.
That's a big one. I'm in California, in San Francisco. We have a lot of red tail. They don't look that big.
Well, maybe you're not that close to them.
Yeah, that's great. How did you know to come here to see this?
This one was calling, so I walked out here, but I'm here to see the hawks that are on this campus.
Yeah, that's great.
And this one looks like it might leave pretty soon. And I didn't even realize it was there. I heard the calling. I was walking out this way and walked right underneath it, and then I heard the calling from behind me. So then I looked back up and I saw it. So.
You're gonna wait here.
Pardon me?
So I'm just gonna wait here and watch a bit.
I don't blame you.
I've seen Harrier hawks and
It's calling to its parents because this one just left its nest, a few weeks ago.
it's a baby Huey. That's up.
You could say. Their nest, by the way, is in the tower. Let me see if it's. Yes, one of those lighting towers there.
In the large tower there?
Well, you see the tall building, Bradfield, the brick building.
Yep.
To our right, there are two towers right next to each other. Their nest was in the tower on the left. There's another young one around.
Lights,
Pardon me?
where the lights are?
Correct. Actually on the lowest level,
Okay, I got you. I see something.
you might be able to see some of the twigs there.
It's a little bit unusual looking. Not really,
And there's another hawk, another juvenile that's around, and their parents are around somewhere as well.
The baby Huey was a cartoon character, and the rooster had to take care of him. And he was bigger than the rooster.
I guess I missed that one.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. Seems to be posing for you.
Well, I'm getting a good look. Oops, getting a good look overall. Basically, I'm just waiting to hear if maybe it's a sibling calls or something else happens. No problem. Did you get a decent picture?
Yeah, I did.
Good.
sapsucker woods, or?
No, I'm just here having fun.
Yeah, that's great. My father was a big birder in Ithaca.
Oh, was he? Well, if you live in San Francisco, what brings you here?
Family.
Well, it's nice to see them.
Didn't travel for last year, you know. So
Well, that's true.
when we got here, New York refused to let us come without
Oh, yeah.
without quarantining. You know, and that was how long my trip was. So I canceled the trip last year.
You heard the other one? Which way?
I thought it was back that way.
You may be right. I thought I heard it from.
Yeah, I thought it was that way, but it was a distant sound.
It was definitely distant.
Now it sounds like it's that way.
Well, it sounded to me like it was that way. To me. But it only called once. If it would call a few times, it would help.
If you recognize where it's at, you'll just look that way.
Well, I'll look in the direction.
Good day.
You too. Thank you. Okay, everybody. I'm looking, I believe, at K1 on. It sounded almost like K3 was around as well. There were some vocalizations, and I've lost sight of K1. We're going to head over there. Okay, I'm not sure if this is K1 again, and maybe not. We're on. Oh, here comes somebody. I hear somebody. This may not be a good place to be just because of angles, but this, I believe, is K1 on Bartels or Bartles, and just took off, flying over my head. Someone else vocalized, and now I can't see anybody from here. Okay, after doing some walking around, because of where I was, I couldn't see. I could not see where K1 flew to, and now, oh, sorry, looking at Bartels, there's a hawk up there now. I don't know who it is. But I had seen K1 leave the fence that separates the, I guess, the soccer field from the track area, and flew over here to Bartels. And I also heard K3 nearby. Never saw K3. And I don't know if there's a prey drop or not, because there seemed to be some good activity, but I don't know, and I still hear some calling now. Oh, okay, hold on. So I'm not sure who's who at this point. We have both hawks, both juveniles here. This one, so they're both on Bartels right now. Somehow, I know this one's a little farther away, but it looks smaller anyway. But I'm not sure, and it's getting more and more difficult, at least, especially for me, to tell the difference between K1 and K3. If they were right next to each other, it might help. Oh, I don't know. How about we just go with Beautiful Hawk? Oh, come on. Still thinking, oh. See, unfortunately, I can't see what might be going on up on the roof there because of the angle here. Okay, I better, aha! I found one on the other side of, on Bartels, but on the other side of it. And I don't know if I could, or should, move, and maybe, I don't know if the other one is there, and I don't know who this is, if this is K1 or K3, but I have been looking around. I saw them both on the Bradfield Hall side of Bartels, but now I'm on the other side of it and looking, and I probably should walk a ways and maybe walk farther back to improve the angle, so let me try that. Well, I don't know if the other one is there as well, but this is a better view, having walked just a little bit and improving the angle. I hadn't realized it was on that tube structure. Now where the other one is, I don't know. We're lucky. So often, you know, a hawk is on, you know, the edge of a building and we're able to see it, but you know, if they go on the middle of a rooftop or something, you know, it's a lot more difficult for us on the ground. I regret that I'm not able to do this and broadcast it live. Would have been nice, but you know, there's been a lot of walking around and not actually you know, seeing the hawks the whole time. You know, they're, as I was warned, they're really very mobile now, and which is fine. That's what we want them to be, but makes for more challenging work. Again, I don't know where the other one is. And I'm tempted to walk again. Maybe a change in angle will reveal a little bit more. Okay, slightly different angle now. And I'm seeing whoever this is. I'm not sure if it's K1 or K3. Still on Bartels. And while I was walking, I'm not sure if I heard anybody else call. However, given the vocalizations I'm hearing from, you know, alert vocalizations, I'm wondering if somebody else is nearby as well. Granted, the robins that I'm hearing vocalize right now could be vocalizing because of the K on top of Bartels, but just wonder if there's an adult nearby, maybe. It's getting dark, it's getting late. This might be K3, I don't know. I have not seen either parent yet this evening. I've seen both Ks. either parent. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody else is around. Do you see on top of the building?
Oh, so you are filming the
Mm-hmm.
hawk?
Here, if you want.
Wow. I just saw that little notice on the campus road.
Oh,
today.
okay. And this is one of the young ones, and another young one is around here somewhere, and their parents, I don't know. But
Well, thanks for allowing me.
you're welcome. There's a robin on the building also, on Bartels. But, and I just think that there's somebody else around. I mean, even behind me and closer to the stadium, it seems like the vocalizations have intensified a bit. So I'm wondering if someone's down there. I'd bet that someone is. And I'm tempted to go, tempted to walk that way. Maybe I should before it gets dark. Okay, I'm near the stadium, and all kinds of relatively intense robin activity here. So it makes me think that there's somebody here. Unfortunately, I don't see it. Oh, I do see it. Hold on. Somebody's in that tree. Looks like an adult, if I'm not mistaken. Uh-oh. Oh my. I'm gonna move. I think that's Arthur in a nest, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe not in a nest, I don't know. But that looks like Arthur. It's not a, no, I don't believe it is a nest. But he looked like he just finished eating a bird, if I'm not mistaken. No, I think that isn't, yeah, it's a nest. It's probably a baby robin. And he's in flight now. All right, he's in flight towards. Okay, both out of my view. Bartels is, everyone has vacated Bartels. I don't know who else was there, but one was there, so I've got to go. Okay, I think I see them both. No, just one. Just one. This, unfortunately I lost sight of everybody. This is likely, this hawk is likely eating whatever Arthur just had. He seemed to have raided a robin nest, if I'm not mistaken. Not sure if it's bright enough. So this one is on Bartels, and I don't know who managed to get the prey. Arthur had been, oh, and I see somebody. I think I see Arthur on Bradfield. No surprise. He is, where is he? There he is. So I haven't seen Big Red yet. I've seen both K's, and I've seen Arthur, but I have yet to see Big Red this evening. Now I know where one of the K's is, eating on Bartels. I had seen both of them on Bartels at one point, then lost track of them, went around to the other side and saw just one, don't know which one it was, I think it may have been K3, and now we're looking at this one, and you know, the last segment I had recorded was closer to the stadium, where I had heard I should have maybe gone there sooner, I heard quite a few robin vocalizations, and it made me believe, okay, that those vocalizations weren't for the K that was on Bartels. I thought somebody else might have been around, and sure enough Arthur was there, and it looked like, I don't know if he was at a nest when I was there, but he was definitely with a what looked like a baby robin, and then flew off, and we watched him fly towards Bartels, and then, you know, quickly out of my view. And now we see this one on the other, you know, on this side, the Bradfield side. Oh, both of them are there. Hold on one second. They're both there. I hadn't realized. Okay, so they're both K's are right here, and I can just get them in both in the frame. So I don't know who's who. So I know where the two K's are, and I just looked back at Bradfield. Arthur is still there. Haven't seen Big Red yet this evening. Hoping to still see her. And it's getting a little bit dark for close-ups, so, and actually, if I were to get closer to the building, I would soon lose sight of them, just because of the way the angles work, and the building itself would block my view. The one who was eating looks like it's just about finished eating. And I would guess that's K1 on the left. I'm not positive. I don't know. Turn around. Oh, well, I don't know.
The hawk up there?
Two of them.
Two of them tonight?
Two right there. One on Bradfield Hall. And
Two on the end of the building, right?
Can you see them?
Yeah.
They're both there. Unlike one, well, one just moved. Oh, there. Hold on. One is walking over to the other, maybe.
There was one up on the light earlier.
Well, the one on the right just moved a little closer to the one on the left, and those are the babies there. And I've seen their father. He's on Bradfield Hall, the tall brick building. I haven't seen their mother yet.
Do you work for the university?
Just having fun.
So I'm the field hockey coach.
Oh, are you?
So we come out and we find them sitting on the lights, sitting on the goalposts, etc., etc. So
Cool.
it's good. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you. Good night. Okay, so K1 and K3 are together. Yeah, that is almost, you know, now just looking at size, forgetting the coloration, that does look, the one on the right looks a little smaller. So I believe that's K3 on the right. So I think the one who ate was K1, and the one who's just looking for maybe a few scraps is K3. Both beautiful. There are red-tailed hawks up there.
Oh, really? Like
Here.
Right on the building? Or?
Right on the building. Here, come take a look quickly before they move.
Oh, no, you enjoy. I check on them in their nests all the time.
Oh, do you? Okay.
No worries, but thank you so much.
You too. Have a good night.
It's good to know they're still around.
Oh yes, they are. Those are the young. I just saw their father on Bradfield Hall.
Oh, fantastic. Very cool. I'm glad that you're keen on seeing how they're doing as well.
Have a good night. I shouldn't have looked away. Now I'm confused as to who's who. I'm guessing, I don't know. Seriously, they're beautiful. I don't know if they're going to stay there, but they're beautiful. That looks like, I guess that's K3 on the right. Because of the way they're both positioned, for me anyway, it's more difficult to see the size differential at this moment. Uh-oh. Okay, so we're going to lose sight of K. I believe that was K1. We're losing sight of K1 now. Okay, that's better. And I just want to look. I'm going to look with binoculars towards Bradfield. I've got a tree in my way. Arthur is still there on Bradfield. But where's Big Red? I don't know. Would they roost there tonight? I have no idea. I rather doubt it, but I don't know. They've been difficult to keep track of. You know, when they, as the horning said, they've been quite mobile, and I can believe it. And you know, if they're going on top of like buildings like that, it can be. Oh, it can be hard to keep track of where exactly they are. Won't be able to have them both in focus at once just because one is closer than the other. I believe this is K1, and K1 has been fairly active. Okay, so I cannot see K1 any longer. Let's look one more time at K3. And I think we'll maybe, should we head that way? Just found this one here on Bartels, on the the Bradfield side. As I'm walking away, I had lost sight of both of them, I think. It may have been that I walked and lost sight of one, I'm not sure, but I definitely lost sight of one because it flew. It's getting dark. I'm heading towards Bradfield to see if I can find, well, I saw Arthur there just moments ago, from a distance of course, and just wondering if Big Red is around. I'd like to see her before the evening closes. And from here, looking, I'm standing in front of Weil Hall, and looking around, I don't see her on like any lighting towers or anything like that. May not see her tonight, I don't know. I'm heading to Bradfield to see if maybe she joins Arthur there. Haven't seen her at all evening. But it's been tough to even find the caves, but I eventually found them with their help. They vocalized. And with the robin's help, I certainly found, oh, flying up to this lighting tower. Oh, you know what? Maybe are they both there? Okay, up to the lighting tower nearest Weil. I think it's just one up here right now, but right here. I should look more closely with binoculars, see if maybe anybody else is up there too, but I don't see anybody. So, last recording of the night. Arthur is here on Bradfield, and I never could find Big Red tonight. I do suspect she may have been in the trees in front of, in the garden area in front of Plant Science, but I never could find her. It's just too dark. Nice evening overall, though. It was nice to see the hawks. Like I said, I believe Big Red was there, but I'm not sure. It can't be positive. But I saw the K's, and I'm seeing Arthur now, and it's time for me to say good night. Good night, everybody. Good night, Arthur. Good night, Big Red, wherever you are.